It's called the Swamp Donkey.
Being brought to the ring by Tanker Ray is the valet that he's had for quite some time. And before he came out, he's actually giving me a telephone call and let me know that he has this awesome new finisher move that he's calling the Swamp Donkey 3000. Exactly, because from what I'm understanding in Mississippi, when you're in the swamps and you like to fight, you're called a swamp donkey. I have no recollection where the 3000 comes from. But he's going to be going one-on-one with Shane Gibson.
Shane Gibson, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen watching New Heights Television, absolutely a force to be reckoned with on NHW. Throwing it back to Ben Parker for the official announcement.
What kind of shirt is he wearing? What is that? What is BTY? That must be a shout out to our I think that's a shout out to our executive producer, Kobe Godwin. That BTY shirt right here is quite a rare object. I don't know where he got it from.
The fans really seem to dig, if you will, Shane Gibson. Because you're thinking once over to the valet there from Thrash is Shane Gibson. To the side triple. Again, this is going to be one of those matchups we're going to want to watch over, I believe. Unless I'm proven wrong, which you've done before, Hoss.
I think that BTY shirt is getting more of the reaction than Shane Gibson is. Nothing like some nostalgia.
I believe that was the point over here to you, Hoss. I'm not sure if he's calling him out or...
He was pointing towards the... Actually, Cobra's out sitting out front. He's our executive producer. I'm Hoss Bun. This is really different between me and Hill.
Oh, here we go. Look, do you see this maneuver? What's that called? Do you know?
The Harlem Shake. Oh, I think that's called the jig. I don't know, the Charleston. What is that called?
We'll have to learn. Maybe Ben Parker can demonstrate for us tonight.
Never gonna happen. Haas, is Shane Gibson wearing one of your old t-shirts?
Once again, I'm Hoss Bryant. Get it? Kobe Godwin is the executive producer. That man wears glasses. I don't. I wear contacts. I see a perfect vision. Hoss Bryant, not Kobe Godwin. This isn't some Clark Kent reference.
Well, I think you referred to yourself as BTY as well. I figured you two shared a nickname somewhere along the line and possibly share a t-shirt design. I didn't see a name on it.
Anyways, not sure about that, but we have a collar elbow tie up here.
Michael Thrash and Shane Gibson. Now, we've seen Shane Gibson back in the tag ranks. This is one of his first singles matches in quite some time. And you also see is without his partner, Dunham. I'm going to assume Dunham is locked in his cage somewhere in the back with those lions and tigers and bears and...
Oh my.
Exactly. Possibly with some automobile parts for him to eat.
Michael Thrash here going toe-to-toe against Shane Gibson. Here we go, both men. Collar elbow type, center of the ring, squared circle here. We've got a side headlock there by Thrash.
Thrash is very old school smash mouth wrestler. Shane Gibson is very new school. He's very athletic. It's like he's a hybrid wrestler. You know, he comes at you with multiple different things. I could make references my producers would probably not like, so I'm not going to. But Shane Gibson basically brings all this stuff together. He basically pools all these different styles of professional wrestling.
Nice go behind by Thrash, who's actually going to take heat in this match because he knows that Shane Gibson has some powerful feet. Girls, if I was a thinking man, I would not want to be a part of any of those kicks.
Well, the good thing, I'm glad you admitted it, Hoss, that if you were a thinking man...
I said Royals.
I wasn't going to go there, I promise. Here we go. We've got a missile clothesline, another missile clothesline done by Thrash. Big hit with a big boot.
And the fans go wild for Shogun Shane Gibson. New Heights Wrestling's resident ninja. As he unloads those kicks. Oh! What a counter by Michael Thrash. He might have just possibly hurt the shin of Shane Gibson.
Trying for an enziguri, but misses. Thrash, on the other hand, has an ankle lock applied. Ankle lock bridge, almost even. Here we go. Referee there to make sure that Shane Gibson, if he's going to give it up, he's going to be the first to know about it. Shane Gibson edging ever so close to the ropes. They break it.
That is smart by Michael Thrash. There's the rope break, but he is not letting it go. He waited till the very end. I don't agree with it, but it is smart wrestling. He is going to lock in that hold. He's going to hold it as long as he humanly can without being disqualified. That's exactly what he did.
Gibson's not able to put any weight on that foot, on that ankle. Look at there. And that's a veteran move there by Thrash to go back to work on the place where he started. Shot to the back of the knee. Takes Gibson down.
And Shane Gibson has multiple records of having knee problems here, especially not only in New Heights Wrestling, but actually in his own life because of the fact that he's torn his knee playing collegiate football. So the man has a lot of knee problems. Huge way to try to put records at the back of the knee into the mat. Professional
wrestling is a very, very physical sport. You know, we've talked here recently about the fact that Lucha Lacoro, possibly one of the most popular guys on the New Heights Wrestling roster, was out with a torn PCL. Luckily, he doesn't have to get surgery on it, but he's going to be gone for a while, getting rehab back to 100%. That's already a travesty of a loss, and I would hate to see Shane Gibson go out the same way.
Thrash back to work on the knee there. Gibson taking and just whipping with his arm there, whipping almost like even an uppercut on the knee, the back of the knee, trying to pull the knee out of socket, trying to break the meniscus there. And here we go. We've got Thrash. Oh, but Thrash kind of giving up here. Oh,
what a kick to break the hold!
Trying to kick anyway.
Gibson again. You can see he's favoring that ankle, favoring the leg. Thrash. This is one good maneuver there by the part of Thrash.
He's going for fist-based strikes versus kick-based ones. Full Nelson. Dragon suplex right on the back of the neck. Only gets 2, says referee Dennis Love.
And this could actually live up to the new finisher move that Michael Thrash informed me of. Because while you were in the ring doing introductions, I got a telephone call. He called me right before he come out. The name of his new finisher that he is waiting to unveil to New Heights Wrestling is called Swamp Donkey 3000.
Swamp Donkey 3000.
Look on the outside of the ring. Interference. Come on, referee Dennis Love's back is turned.
Hey, Hoss, quick question. Have you got a chance to talk to Michael Thrash? Have we yet to figure out his manager's name?
Tanqueray. I told you last time we were out here on television. It's Tanqueray. And I don't know what you're talking about, Boris, for somebody cheating. That's where I'd like to give my spot to. Sweet old H2O.
You know, if you were to add one more 2 to that H2O2, it would be poisonous. It would kill you.
That would be your science lesson here on New Heights Wrestling. I hated chemistry in high school.
I'll give you a little boogie dance.
What a strike.
By Shane Gibson. Repeated right, left hand strike.
Oh, spinning back fist. Hulk Hogan.
We're going to be in big trouble for that one.
Yeah, probably. Fisherman suplex. Northern Lights. I can't even tell what he did with it. Like half fisherman, half Northern Lights. And I guess your aptly named Tanqueray causes the distraction. Michael Thrash is getting up. Oh, and he goes back to the leg. What is this?
I don't think this
is that Swamp Donkey thing? Oh, good Lord.
This is
Swamp Donkey! Wow! That was a beautiful maneuver. That could be it. 1, 2. Michael Thrash gets it.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner here. I want to know who taught him that Swamp Donkey 3000. That was awesome. I'll just say that.
That was very impressive, and he's really calling it the Swamp Donkey 3000.
Swamp Donkey 3000.
What is a Swamp Donkey?
We had this conversation, boys. Swamp Donkey is a man who fights in Mississippi who likes to fight in the swamp. He's Swamp Donkey 3000.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views of Haas, Brian, do not necessarily reflect those views of New Heights Wrestling, its producers.
They definitely don't reflect the views of myself.
Meanwhile, we have a winner. We have a winner. We have Michael Thrash.
Give a big round of applause to the distraction. I'll just go with your house. I don't believe you one word of this, but give the applause to Tanqueray for the distraction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the vacant New Heights Wrestling Pride Championship.
Now is the time, balls. Now is the time. The man of 2014, CB Slade, go one-on-one with the good old boy, Zane Stevens.
And I believe CB Slade and Zane Stevens, this is going to be a great matchup. We're going to be able to see that CB Slade and Zane Stevens, both individuals who are highly trained, highly qualified for this Pride Championship. One of them is going to walk away tonight with gold around their waist.
CB Slade in 2013 took New Heights Wrestling by storm. I've told this story on plenty of episodes. He and Lucha Lacora showed up with their bags and completely took the company over. This man is probably one of the best prospects here in New Heights Wrestling. Once again, so is Zane Stevens. Zane Stevens has come in and he's taken New Heights Wrestling over by storm. So I think this will be a great clash for everybody at home watching New Heights Wrestling this week.
Absolutely, no doubt about that, Haas. We're waiting the arrival now of Zane Stevens into the arena. We're sure to get this matchup underway directly. We've got a referee for this match. It's going to be Danny. We'll go to Ben Parker for the official announcement.
He's still fresh out of the blocks here in New Heights Wrestling. Like I said, this man came out of absolutely nowhere, got a contract with New Heights Wrestling due to his competitive skills. This guy is a great wrestler.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that one. CB Slade, Zane Stevens, this is going to be great. Official announcement now by Ben Parker.
Participant number one in the corner to my right hails from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in tonight at 202 pounds, CB Slade. His opponent and participant number two hails from Miami, Florida, weighing tonight at 206 pounds, Zane Stevens!
Miami, Florida. I didn't know he was from Miami, Florida.
He's from the wooded part of Miami, Florida.
He's from the Everglades.
Absolutely. Here we go now. Referee Danny here showing the Pride Championship. That's what these two individuals want tonight. Both men really with their eyes set on that goal of the gold. CB Slade and Zane Stevens. Collar elbow tie up in the match. Here we go. Who do you think has the, I believe Ben Parker said the weight advantage goes to Zane Stevens.
Zane Stevens has a couple of pounds over CB Slade.
These guys have the same amount of experience. So they're equal there.
Absolutely. In fact, actually, Slade has a little bit more experience. He's been around a little bit longer here in New Heights Wrestling. Not to discount Zane Stevens in any way, shape, or form. You know, he came in and took on Paul Jourdain in his debut match. Looked very, very impressive. And he scored the win. He almost scored the win. I'm sorry. I wish he would have scored the win. It would have been a nice thing to happen.
Yeah, you would say that. It's actually, that match right there is actually got Zane Stevens a contract. So you fast forward to this point, he's actually already defeated Chris Ty, become the number one contender against the number one contender already, CB
Slade.
Hip toss, bringing CB Slade back into the ring, trying to restart the action here.
Another beautiful hip toss. Zane Stevens showing that old school mentality. Big body slam. Slams into the mat.
Scoop and a slam there by Zane Stevens, CB Slade going to the outside, trying to catch a win here.
Remix.
I know, right?
Oh, huge stun gun.
And Slade with a straight kick right to the face of Zane Stevens.
Just a different point of view.
Absolutely drilling them home. He is trying to concuss Zane Stevens. And you know that Lucha Lacora is sitting at home watching this match just like everybody else is as he rehabs that torn PCL. Because he knows that when he comes back and gets back in that ring, he is going to be gunning for whoever has the Pride Championship, be it Zane Stevens or be it CB Slade.
I've learned so much from Ben Parker tonight. I never knew that concussion, the word, could take and the root of that could be turned into a verb. That's actually pretty awesome.
It actually is pretty awesome.
Thanks, Ben.
When you sit down and think about it, Lucha Locura, he's sitting at home watching this match. He's mad. He's eating his bonbons.
He's got his chimichangas.
He's sitting in his butt. All right.
Chimichurris.
His chimichurris. Exactly.
Hey, he didn't offer you a chimichanga before?
I was building up some guys. He's sitting there in his chimichurris, bonbons, his chimichangas, sitting in his bunny slippers.
Bunny slippers? I don't think I could see Lucha Locura wearing bunny slippers.
The man wears a mask. You can't see him wearing anything. He's too afraid to show his face. And thanks to Chris Ty, he's not the Pride Heavyweight Champion anymore.
That's absolutely right. He's been put out of commission.
And it's unfortunate that he isn't.
He's been put out of commission. We hope we are wishing Lucha Locura a speedy recovery here and hoping for his return to New Heights Wrestling soon. 2 count only there by CB Slade.
The later the better.
You would say that.
I have to be the voice of reason, guys.
You know as well as I do that Lucha Locura has put forth, I can't even say 100, 110, or 120%. He has put forth 200% in every match he has had.
It's not even mathematically possible.
Sure it is. 200 is the number, isn't it?
Suplex there by CB Slade, taking Stevens down with a pin. 1 count only. Stevens able to get the shoulder up off the canvas. Here we go, 1.
Another
Look at
1 count.
Raking taking the forearm there and just raking it across the nose of the bridge of the nose there of Stevens.
Kind of like cross-facing.
Stiff kick right to the back. And another one.
You can see on Zane Stevens' face that those kicks are just waking him up. They're making him angry, and that's what he needs to be in order to win this matchup tonight against the number 1 contender, CB Slade. He's come in, like you said, taking the NHW by storm. He is ready for that Pride Championship tonight.
It's going to take a whole lot more than that because Zane Stevens looks like a guy that likes to get into bar fights. So kicks, it's going to take a whole lot more than that to beat this guy.
Oh, what a knee to the midsection by CB Slade, taking down Zane Stevens. Goes for the cover. New champion, only 2.
So what we're doing, we're talking about this. Ben Parker, where does CB Slade project in my top 3 of favorite wrestlers?
I believe you said he was your number 2.
Those are my two favorite wrestlers. So does that mean that I believe he's going to win this match?
I would assume so.
Who do you believe is going to win this match, Boyles?
It's a toss-up. I tell you what, Zane Stevens, if I were to put some money on it tonight, I believe I would put it on Zane Stevens because he is determined. What about you, Ben? Who's your take?
You know what? I'm going to have to be the party pooper here and actually be the neutral one. Both of these guys are well-accomplished athletes here in New Heights Wrestling. This match could go either way.
He's a politician.
And personally, I don't like putting down bets on something that isn't a surefire thing.
You are a politician. It took you 30 seconds just to say no.
I hate politics.
Someday we'll see him in the White House, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it first here on NHW. Ben Parker for Congress.
Hail to the chief, baby.
I'm moving to Canada if that's true. Chris Ty, save a place in that car, buddy. I'm coming with you. Pretty much.
I think Canada would throw you out, Haas. Big super kick right to the face.
Stevens was able to extend that knee, that foot, and connect right to the chin, to the face area of CB Slade.
I think he's trying to give CB Slade a little bit of receipt for those concussion-like blows he delivered earlier.
Not only am I learning language, I'm also learning math. Man, I'm learning even.
I think we can officially qualify New Heights Wrestling Television as educational programming at this point.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can
put the EI at the top of the screen. Big back elbow smash. Zane Stevens with that head of steam, running big knee. Single leg drop kick. Goes for the cover. New champion. Only 2. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Pride Championship here in New Heights Wrestling, the second most important title besides the heavyweight title. For those of you just tuning in, it is Zane Stevens and CB Slade facing off one-on-one for the vacant belt. Big lariat!
Stan Hansen-like.
Only 2.
That was a near fall, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we had the winner crowned.
But anyways, for those of you just joining us in again, Lucha Locura, the former Pride champion, is unfortunately at home rehabbing a torn PCL. He will be out of action for at least a couple of months. Zane Stevens runs. There's the miss. Oh!
Hung up with no place to go. CB Slade now.
There's the death stroke. This could be it.
Oh, man. You can tell Stevens felt that one. This could be it.
There's a pin. 1, 2.
Only 2.
2 count only. Zane Stevens on the flat of his back. CB Slade not much farther up. We've got referee now. Oh, look at this. Straddling Zane Stevens' CB
Drilling
Slade.
those close fists. He needs to be careful. He does not want to be disqualified.
What happens if he gets qualified? Nobody will be champ.
Sad fact.
It'll be a sad day in New Heights Wrestling when a champion's crowned off a disqualification.
Slade says it's over. Slade says it's over. He's climbing the turnbuckles. He's all the way up to the top. He's up to the top. He's perched. Big
Moonsault. He landed on his feet. Oh, he kicks out the lariat. There we go. That's it.
2, 3, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, a new Pride champion, CB Slade.
Pride champion, CB Slade.
The man of 2014, my number 2 favorite wrestler. I will say this, he projects straight up to number 1. He takes over Paul Jordan until he can get his life under control. CB Slade is now the number 1 favorite wrestler of March Mine. He's the man of 2014. And say it, guys, he is a Pride heavyweight champion. How do you like it now, Locura? How do you like it now?
Locura and Slade have had some incredible matches in the past, so if Slade can hold on to that belt until Locura is healthy, we're going to see some more amazing matches between those two sometime in the future. Get well soon, Locura. We can't wait to have you back, buddy. We'll keep the chimichangas warm for you.
CB Slade is so happy. Look at him kissing the belt. He's ready to take that belt. He's going to polish it. He's going to take care of it like it's his baby. He's going to bundle it up. Great job, CB Slade.
Hoss, correct me if I'm wrong, but that has got to be one of the fastest trips to a championship belt here in New Heights Wrestling. CB Slade debuted less than 1 year ago. The guy is somewhere around the 7-month mark at this point.
CB Slade is a man. Thank you.
Fans, please welcome my guest at this time, the brand new Pride champion, CB Slade. Mr. Slade, we saw you take on and defeat Zane Stevens in a match to award a new Pride champion after the unfortunate injury of former champion Lucha Locura.
Lucha Locura? Do you really think he has an injury? He's ducking me. That's what he's doing. He's trying to avoid CB Slade. He knew he couldn't beat CB Slade one-on-one. It's not going to happen.
Well, I do know for a fact that Locura is at home rehabbing his torn PCL. And regardless of that, when he comes back in a few months, he will be inserted right back into the title picture and will be gunning for the Pride Championship, whether or not you are still champion.
What do you mean if I'm still champ? You don't believe me? I told you I was going to win the Pride Championship, now didn't I? Look what happened. It's about time people start believing what I say, because things do happen. Look at me. I'm the Pride champ now.
You have a long list of competitors gunning for it, so I wish you the best of luck.
All right.
Contender for the Heavyweight Championship. Speaking of the Heavyweight Championship, join us next week as Mr. Handle That, Mike Faison, puts the belt on the line for the very first time against his best friend and former tag team championship partner, Alexander Johnson, in what is sure to be an amazing contest. Join us next week, and thank you for joining the movement.